Hello students. In our previous class, we discussed the two stories written by Anish Jung. First one was I find a rupee in the garbage, and the second one was I want to drive a car. Through these stories, she depicted the plight of the deprived society and the people who live in those societies. Okay, they are devoid of education and basic amenities. Here, the author described the two boys, Mukesh and Sahibe Alam. And also, she highlighted that even today in our society, child labor is being, we can say, increased by the people, and also because they are not given the proper support by the government. So they are forced to live such kind of life in their homes. Okay, children. Now the question answer you will do on your own. We will just talk about the language section here, and here we will talk about literary devices. Okay. So here we have to find out the literary devices used by the author. Let us see the first sentence. Sahib-e Alam, which means the Lord of the universe, is directly in contrast to what Sahib is in reality. Actually, his name means Lord of the universe, but actually he is not in such condition to be called Lord of the universe, as he is a rag picker. So here the author has used the literary device irony. The expression of one's meaning by using language that normally signifies the opposite, typically for humorous or emphatic effect, is known as an irony. It means in this sentence, the author Anish Jung has used the literary device irony. Next one is drowned in an air of desolation. Here, the author has used the literary device metaphor. Actually, she has compared the village, which is now empty, to an air of desolation. Okay. Third one, Simapuri, a place on the periphery of Delhi, yet miles away from it, metaphorically. Here, she has used the literary device antithesis. Now, children, what an antithesis is? It is literary device when two opposites are used together for contrasting effect, and here two opposites are Simapuri and Delhi. Actually, Simapuri is situated outside Delhi, and not it is actually is not miles away from it, but still the situation of the people of Simapuri and the people of Delhi is quite different. Okay, so by using antithesis, the author has shown this difference. Let us see the next one. Fourth one. For the children, it is wrapped in wonder. For the elders, it is a means of survival. Here, the author is talking about the garbage and the useful things that they found in the garbage. So, in the fourth sentence, the author has used the literary device antithesis again. Okay, because she shows the contrast in the thought process of the elders and between the elders and children. Next, fifth one is as her hands move mechanically like the tongs of machine. Here her hands. Here the author Anish Jung is talking about the girl Savita, and the movements of her hands are being compared to the tongs of a machine with the help of the word like. It means here the author has used the literary device simile. Okay. Next part of the sentence, I wonder if she knows the sanctity of the bangles she helps make. So in the whole sentence, the literary device simile has been used. Now let us talk about the next one. She still has bangles on her wrist but not light in her eyes. Here the author is giving the reference of the grandmother of the boy Mukesh. Okay, She still has bangles on her wrist, but not light in her eyes. Here, the literary device paradox is used. Do you know the meaning of paradox? It's a statement or situation that may be true but seems impossible to understand because it contains two opposite facts. Okay? And here, actually, this sentence contains two opposite facts. One hand, the author says, bangles on her wrist. On the other hand, she says, but there is no light in her eyes. So, this statement signifies paradox. Okay. Next one is few airplanes fly over Firozabad. Here you can see that the author has repeated the consonant sound f in few and fly Firozabad. Okay. So when the consonant sound is repeated in the consecutive words, it is called what? Alliteration. Okay. So the literary device used by the author is your alliteration. Next one is web of poverty. Here, literary device is used, metaphor. Actually, the author has used web of poverty, means the poverty has been compared with the web, and it is a direct comparison without the words like and as. So here the device is metaphor. Next is scrounging for gold. In this phrase, the author has used the literary device hyperbole. Uh, Earlier, the pronunciation of hyperbole was hyperbole, but now it has become hyperbole. And because here the author is has exaggerated uh, the useful things that they found in garbage, and she has directly had said gold for it. It means the statement, the phrase has been exaggerated. Okay, actually they didn't find gold in the garbage, they just find some coins. Okay, next one is and survival in Simapuri means rag picking. In this sentence, the author has used the literary device metaphor because the survival has been compared with rag picking directly. Okay, through the years, it has acquired the proportion of a fine art, and in this part of the sentence, the author has used the poetic device again, hyperbole, or we can say hyperbole, because the through the years it means the rag picking has acquired proportion of fine art. Fine art is an art where the skills are required, and I don't think that in rag picking any skill is required. So it means the statement has been exaggerated by the author. And the last one is the steel canister seems heavier than the plastic bag he would carry so lightly over his shoulders. Here the author has used the device again paradox, because what is here? Here the statements that may be true but seems impossible, and because it contains two opposite facts. And what are the two opposite facts? The canister. Actually, the boy Sahib is holding a canister which is made up of steel in his hand, and I don't think it can be heavier than the plastic bag he usually used to carry to pick up the garbage. So it means here the author has used the literary device paradox. Okay. So children, these were the literary device used by the author in these sentences. You will just uh, again read them and will understand them fully on your own. Thank you.